Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. In this video I will discuss by providing some examples and my interpretation of a dying lady of the night, dying in a way that getting older and nobody wants her services anymore, but she thinks she still got it. And that is unfortunately the United States of America. I will use a few articles here, about 7 or 8 articles, to show you how the United States of America still thinks it's got it, or they got it, by using a book that I read a long time ago. And the book is called Where Black Rules White. In this book, I will show you, it's been written in 1900s, exactly 1900, the year 1900, by an Englishman who traveled to Haiti. And in this book, he was a pro-Haiti guy. But the book unfortunately shows a different story. So I have here, as I said, about 8 or 9 articles ready for you to show you how the United States of America will stop the war in Ukraine and how important the United States of America still believes it is on the global, I was about here to look for my global stage. Yeah, show them Africa over there. All right. So let's start with the book, and then I will explain and try to, compare and contrast and explain what's going on over there. This is the book. This is a book written by Hesketh Prickard, written in the 1900s, right over there. It cost $3.99. It's a good book if you want to find out, or you want to see the dying empires and then how you blame other stuff. I will explain. So first, I'm going to return to this book after I read the 8 articles ready for you. The first one, New Voice of Ukraine, Munich Security Conference to highlight peace through strength message. So this is an old whore that thinks that they have it and they can impose peace through strength. So that means we're going to beat you up. We are beating you up in the field, and by doing that, we can impose on you a kind of ultimatum. It's called peace in this case. The reality is different. These guys are delusional. They are losing actually, or they're not winning because Russia is not collapsing. This is their loss. Their loss is Russia is not collapsing. That's the whole point here. And then you go further. I mean, they're winning, the 3 pillars of our interest, or the interests who run, I would say, the United States of America, which is the banking system, a military-industrial complex, and the energy sector, which is the natural resources, coal, oil, and gas. So these guys think that they're going to meet here, they're going to have a little party, a little symposium. You know what? How the ancient Greek symposiums were? They were, how do you call that? They were talking and they were and they were drinking. Yeah, there was like that kind, in public and a group and so on. So these were the Greek symposium, while they were talking philosophy and all that. So these guys in Munich, they're gonna meet over there, only the Western world, not everybody else, not Zimbabwe, not Bangladesh, not Honduras, no. Only the countries that matter. And they will discuss how they will impose peace through strength. Isn't that delusional? That's exactly what I'm going to talk about in that book about Haiti. Next one. We have this article from New Voice of Ukraine. This is from February 7th. The other article was what? Again, February 7th. So this is from today. Zelensky to spearhead Ukraine's peace strategy at Security Conference. So Zelensky is going to spearhead. Zelensky is a loser. He's not winning. He follows orders. He's doing what he's told to. But the reality on the front line is not the way where he's going to go there and tell them the strategy. It's been 3 years with your strategy. More than 3 years. More? No, it's going to be February 22nd in a minute. So again, he's going to spearhead the guy that is just a made-up individual. He's a clown with his producer, Yermak. That's movie producer. These are clowns. And they are right here. He's going to tell us the strategy after 3 years of destruction. Next one. Again, Ukrainska Pravda, this is from, again, Friday, the 7th of February. Zelensky, you gotta make sure it's double Y. I don't know why it's double Y. Double Y, I don't know. But anyway, Zelensky to attend the Munich Security Conference to discuss ending the war. With whom? With the Munich Security Conference? Is Russia invited there? No. Would Russia go over there? No, and it shouldn't go over there. Why? Once you put yourself under the jurisdiction of a group, that means everybody in the group has some authority over the decision. Why would you give, let's say, Poland any authority? As a Russian, let's say, you go to the Munich Security Council or Conference, and over there you find Poland. Or let's say you find Lithuania, even worse. Why worse? Because it's much smaller. Well, let's say you find Estonia. And Estonia is going to talk to the Russians like, hey, you need to do this, you committed this. Estonia having about 1 point some million people. Russia 145 million plus nuclear weapons, plus a vast country, plus with resources. It can squash Estonia in no time, in negative time. Not plus, not positive, negative time. So negative, I know, 5 seconds. All right, so that means before they start, Estonia is already in the water floating downstream, bloated. So again, why should Russia go over there? They shouldn't. Russia right now is in a position of strength to impose peace, which is an ultimatum. On the other side, I don't care, according to Russians, I don't care who it is. Is it Estonia who's going to discuss and has a decision-making power, or is the United States of America, whomever, I don't care who your messenger is. The messenger will be informed what we decided. But the Americans still think they got it. I'm going to show you right there. Isn't this racist? This is according to New Voice of Ukraine. The guys that were told that they are not racist, they are just, they're not Nazis, they're just, good people. This is what they write. War of attrition is in Russia's DNA. Trump's envoy, stop the killing first, then talk peace in Ukraine. Who are you to talk about this? You see, this is exactly what I was talking about this book, and I will read you a little excerpt here, the foreword. And these guys really think, right there, Trump's envoy, stop the killing first, then talk peace in Ukraine. So you are in no position. You can help. Definitely the United States of America can help. But you're not in a position to impose anything but in your little minion plantation that you run. Remember Al Capone's plantation? Again, here it is. And the Russians, the Americans, Trump ready to double sanctions against Russia, his special Ukraine envoy. So they think that by sanctioning Russia with something more, I don't know what it would be. Remember, sanctioning them, it also means sanctioning you. So they use the same method like a parent. Are you going to go and clean your room? No. Okay, no ice cream for you. Given that I have the ice cream. You know what I mean? So this is the level. These guys, like the old whore that I was telling you about, the lady of the night, it's still important. I'm still right here, ready for you, man. You got to pay up, man, in order to... Nobody wants you. The same here. These guys think they still have a power. They lost it. Not entirely. They lost it. They still think that they can rule. The Pax Americana from after the 1991 has collapsed. Or at least the American New Century... Remember that little paper? And we have this as an article. Stop Trump's envoy. Stop the killing first, then talk peace, Ukraine. So these are all ultimatums and they are losing. Isn't that ridiculous? US may reveal plan to end Russia's war in Ukraine. So US is in charge. Is going to reveal plan. Not the Russians. Fuck the Russians. We're going to decide for them. In February. Right there. End Russia's war in Ukraine in February. So may reveal it. Bloomberg says. Again, they think they are in charge. You are in charge, maybe, of your little servants. That's all. But remember, you can't achieve anything unless you talk to the guys, which are winning right now. Who are those? You know. And now let's see what the Russians are saying. And this is the great Maria Zakharova, who's an adult. The other guys are just baboons. Reuters. This is February 6th. Russia says US needs to formulate its stance on how to end the Ukraine conflict. You can say, well, see, Emil, that's exactly what this guy says. Well, like that? You're not going to have a negotiation. Like that, the Russians will say, go to hell. This is Maria Zakharova, in case you don't know her. So the Russian Foreign Ministry said on Thursday that the United States needed to formulate its policy on ending the conflict in Ukraine, and that Moscow could then base its own position on specific US action. That's it. So it doesn't work like you're going to threaten us, double sanctions, we're going to stop the killing. What is this? And then again, this is what the Russian says clearly, February 6th, temporary Ukraine ceasefire unacceptable. We're not going to go halfway and turn around. Moscow says the Kremlin would only accept a solution which will resolve the crisis for good. Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman, the great Maria Zakharova, I said, why do I say great? She's smart, she's ballsy. She is as a foreign minister should be. Not like Blinkenstein and other baboons. Rubio, I'm waiting for Rubio, but I heard Rubio too many times. So they rule through force. Not that the Russians are the peacemakers here. So the Russians say the same here, the same thing that Nikita Khrushchev told Kennedy. Are you going to take your nuclear weapons, your Jupiter nuclear weapons, rockets from Turkey? And the Americans said, beat it. Go, Khrushchev. Go wherever you want. Okay, we're going to bring something to Cuba, and you're going to see it. All right? And when you're going to see it, you're going to go all berserk about it. And we're going to have you remove your Jupiter missiles from Turkey. And that's exactly what happened. That was the Cuban Missile Crisis. So the same here. The Russians told these guys in 2022, actually 2021, October, November, December, and January and February 2022, guys, let's negotiate. Let's find a peaceful solution for Ukraine. We know what you're doing in Ukraine. It's going to explode what's going on over there. The Americans said, as John F. Kennedy said to Khrushchev, beat it, start it, I dare you. And they did. So for 3 years, they were fighting. So now we go back to 3. So we lost 3 years. These guys tried for 3 years. Those 3 pillars of our global interests got fatter and fatter. So they won. We lost. The Ukrainians definitely lost. The Russians will win because they get the territories. Yeah, they get some losses as well. The sanctions did not work. That tells me these guys have no more aces. So they're like the old lady. Hey, come over here, and nobody wants you. Your services are not required, requested, needed. Now let's go to this book and explain to you a little bit what it is about. So as I said, this was written in the year 1900. In 1900, this guy called Hesketh Pickard, the cricketer, soldier, and travel writer, visited the mysterious land of Haiti, the original African-American Republic, the classic of the small genre of writing in English about the land of Haiti is controversial, partly because the author photographs and descriptions indicate the dramatic decline of Haiti today. In spite of many foreign occupations to restore a modicum of order and a multinational charitable effort of tens of billions, Haiti is inarguably far worse run today in virtually every metric that when Pickard visited, and yet the Haitian elites have resources unimaginable in Pickard's day. So they had the resources. They were alone after the Haitian massacre in 1804 or 1806, where they massacred all the French and the Creoles. Not only the breed, but the half-breeds, okay, if you know what I mean. And then they were on their own with all the unimaginable resources. What they do? I don't know, man. It's the memory of that and all this. So his point in a book, if you read it, you're going to find this. This is the future of the West. When in about 40 years or 30 years, maybe 30 years of a generation, someone from China will visit the European Union, or the Americans are going to find someone like you and they're going to ask you, hey guys, do you have water dams, electrical power plants? And you're going to say, yes, we have them. Yes. Come and see them. Oh, you see over there? And the Chinese is going to look and say, are they working? Oh, no. We have them. They're not working, by the way. But we're so dumb, we fucked up everything that they're not functional anymore. Oh yeah, we have them. The Chinese like, if they don't work, you don't have them. But no, in their brain, they have them. That means they're over there. Even if they're not working, functional, they're over there. Again, hey, the Chinese will ask, do you have, let's say, hospitals? Yes, we have hospital. Yeah, let me show you. And you go to a depleted garbage building without glasses, without windows, with nasty stuff, with stuff, that is not prepared, not professional, not hospital. And the Chinese will say, what is this? Well, these are a hospital. Yeah, they really believe they have the hospital. The hospital doesn't meet the criteria of a hospital. Used to, maybe 2 generations back, but under the American or the European will be like, check, we got it. Okay, next one, what do you have? Do you have, I don't know, coal factories? Oh yeah, we have them. Again, not working. Do you have freeways? Yeah. We have freeways. We copied them from the Germans, from the Third Reich. It's okay, we have them. I know Eisenhower, he traveled and said, ooh, that's nice, we're gonna do this. All right, so he did it, all right, 1952 or something, under the, whatever. Okay, so we have them. When you go over there, you see the freeways all with holes, with not functional. You have to go around, like a mimic, a kabuki representation of what the freeway. You can drive on the freeway. Yeah, we have them. Again, the American and the European will point out to that because they can't maintain, they don't know, and they're broke, like the old lady that I was talking about. But they have it, and so on. They're going to show you they have everything what a civilized society has. It used to, but not functional. The same thing this speaker found out in this book. Read it. Go and read it. But if you don't, this is the point. They say, we have it about the military. In the military, they had more generals than the real army. I think they have about 4,500 generals, all dressed up, and, the form was more important than the content of whatever it is. So they had more generals than the army. So same United States of America. Remember, when the Americans fought the Second World War, I think there were about 8 generals or something like that. I can't remember exactly how many there were. And they fought a war with an army like this. Right now, the army is like this, but they have, like 40 generals. The same. The number of the elites became more pompous. We're all generals like Mark Milley. But the army is depleted, full of, exactly, DEI. So read that book. There's the same thing with Europe. It's going down, but they still think they have it. They're going to tell the Russians, we're going to sanction you. We're going to tell them, we're going to bring this. Zelensky is going to do this. You are in no position anymore to be what you were about, 15, 20 years ago. Why? You went down and Russia went up. And China went up. We went down. Hey, we went up in other idiocracies. We got more snipping of the bowls and identification and all that. But the rest, the infrastructure, I want you to walk, I don't know how much you travel, go into the airports in the United States of America, or go to China, the main ones, or go to Europe, go and visit some European airports and compare with, go to Russia, for instance, go to China. Why do I say China? Because China is the bad dude, or it's a communist country. And not only, I travel a lot, and I've been in many places, and in my beloved United States of America, full of pots, it's not gravel road, so it's not dirt road. It's some asphalt, sometimes some concrete. You drive on something that is paved partially, but it's not like autobahn. No, it's not. That's why we can't have an autobahn here. Are you kidding me? With these roads? Nah. No. There are some good roads somewhere, but overall, decline. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.